everybody. My favorite time of the year is back. College football. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue Right. Man, every time I see that intro, man, I get stoked. I get amped. I just want to hit something. I tell you, man, I get fired up. And talk about fired up, you know what, let's just go ahead and let's just get right into this, alright? So let me talk to you a smidgen about last week. My pick'em game. Oh, man, I lost another one. So I'm starting the season out. I went 1-1 in week number 1. Week number 2, I missed on Oregon and Ohio State. I took the Buckeyes. So far, I'm 1-2. Alright? So I tell you what, let's go ahead and get into my smoking 5 picks for this week. Y'all ready? Alright, so here we go. Coming in at number 5, we got our brand new number 5. Teams kind of switched orders just a little bit. You know, the Buckeyes losing, everything like that. We have some teams jumping. Alright? So number 5, we got the Alabama Crimson Tide coming in at number 5. Number 4, we got the Penn State Nittany Lions this week. At number 3, jumping up, we got the LSU Tigers. Number 2 this week, we have got the Georgia Bulldogs coming in. And coming in at number 1, we got our brand new number 1. The Jets Jets got knocked off, so they're out of the number 1 spot. The number 1 team in the land in college football this week is the Delaware Blue Hens. Let's give it up for Delaware. All right. So our pick'em game this week is a good one. We've got the Virginia Tech Hokies driving up to Morgantown Field to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers. So who we got in this game? We're going to show you. We got the Mighty Mountaineers. I believe the Mighty Mountaineers, they're going to take this one in a close one. They looked a whole lot better in week 2. All right. Now listen, now we got the football out of the way. Let's get to the food. Here's what we're tackling this week in number 3 of our football spectacular. We're going to do Philly steak and cheeses, and we're doing them 2 ways. We're going to do them with beef, and we're going to do it with chicken. With the beef, we're going to do a ribeye. And with the chicken, we're using boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, I've got some tips in this video that's going to show you how to slice this ribeye and this chicken, so you'll be able to just blow right through this part, alright? We're going to hit it with some onion and tri-colored peppers. I'm making a jacked up mayonnaise. I'm going to show you how to toast some bread for all of this. And we're going to hit it with some liquid cheese on top. We're using provolone cheese on the bottom of the bun. And we're going to use our griddle for this cook. So I'm telling you, man, I just can't wait to get this going. And this week on the set of Barbecue Riot, we're going to raise a little bell. That's what I'm talking about. Giddy up. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do with this ribeye. As you can see, man, that's got some good marbling in it. This is looking really good. So I put it in the freezer for about 2 hours so it firmed up. It's going to be easier to slice. So that's what I'm doing. So what we're going to do, we're just going to start here and we're going to slice it thin. We're going to go all the way down this rascal. See how thin that is? That's what you're after right there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one. I'm going to do the next one. All right, now we got a slice. Let's go ahead and put all this fine meat in there. We'll go ahead and put this in here too. As you can see, man, we're going to have a lot of folks. Now listen, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of oil. We're going to stir it up. We're going to let this hang out for about 15 minutes to get happy. Now we're going to do the exact same thing to this chicken. I let the chicken set as well for a couple hours in the freezer. It's going to make it a little easier to slice as well. We're slicing this thin, so we have 2 pieces. And when I get finished with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a bowl, hit it with some oil, and we'll let it hang out for about 15 minutes. All right, so we took a stick of butter and we put on our eye here. And then when this melts down, we're going to put a 1/4 cup of flour in it, and we're going to make a roux out of this. All right, so the butter is melted. Now let's go ahead and dump our flour in it. We're going to go ahead and stir this all about, and we're going to make a roux out of this. When this heightens, this is going to take
2 or 3 minutes. Then we will pour our milk in it, and we will cook all of that together for a few minutes. All right, now that this is boiled, turn the heat down on it and just start slowly adding in your cheese, your sharp cheddar, and your hot pepper, and just mix this slowly until it's all blended well, and then add a little bit of salt and pepper to this, and this is ready to go.
All right, so let's go ahead and construct this rascal. Now, I do mine a little bit differently. I start with the sub buns first. So we've got our sub buns here. We've got them cut in half. We've got our mayonnaise garlic spread on it. This is on low. You don't want to jack this up. You don't want to go crazy with it. So we'll put these on here. Just a nice little sizzle. And when these rascals toast up, we're going to get them off of there, and we're going to get them off the heat. And we're going to be filling them with some goodness later. All right, we got our toast ready. Our mayonnaise riddled toast. I tell you, man, mayonnaise does much better than butter. It just does. I don't know if it's got a higher smoke point or whatever, but it just does wonders. All right, we're ready for the vegetables now. Now the vegetables are going on this side. This side is on medium, this side is on low. The meat's going to go over here. So let's throw a little oil on there. Oh, Nelly. All right. Just take these tri-collars, put it on there. Got a little sizzle for the shizzle. Throw a little bit of onion on there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's hit it with a bit of onion powder. Woohoo! Dude, I'm really digging some onion powder. You use whatever spice you want. You want salt and pepper, whatever, no biggie. Says Miss Piggy. So all we're going to do, we're going to get these things all happy. And I think maybe I cut up a tad too much. It doesn't matter. It's vegetables, and they're good for you. So we're just going to give these a quick turnabout. We're going to get these mixed up real well, things of that nature. And then once I get these where I want them, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw the meat on over here. We've got the vegetables on low now. They're pretty well done, not quite there, but they'll continue as we go. Now listen, I'm going to give you a couple pro tips as we cook this beef, all right? So let's go ahead and put this on there. Everything's on low. We got the chicken over here, okay? All right, now, when we season this up, we're going to hit it with garlic and pepper and salt, but not at the start, just the salt. The reason is because salt will actually dry things out, and this is thin sliced steak. If we were searing a steak, then we would do salt. All right, but this is thin sliced, so we're not doing salt until the very end. Whenever this steak gets red, loses all its red rather, then it's done. And that's when we'll need to try to cut back on the heat or even get it off. All right, now you're doing chicken and beef together. To prevent cross-contamination, I've got one that's red for the beef, got the black one for the chicken. So you need to get this cut on out, get it thin, get all of it on the heat. All right, this beef is cooking up very good. This chicken is already done. So I went ahead and scooted the chicken off over to the side. I'm just going to try to chop this beef up a little bit. We'll cook this beef for another minute or so. I'll look through here real good to make sure nothing's red, and then we're going to put this puppy together. All right, this is all ready. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put these into sections. I think I've probably done too much, but that's all right. Then when we get these into sections, we'll top these with 2 slices of provolone cheese. We'll let that melt down, and then we will continue to construct our sandwiches. All right, so let's throw our cheese on here. We're going to throw 2 slices. This is not going to take long. This rascal is just going to melt very quickly. So we're going to fix 4 beef and 2 chicken steaks. We'll be back right after these messages. All right, it's go time. Or some would say it's Joe time. So we've got our bread here. We hit with our jacked up mayo. Slide right underneath there. Oh man, I need to turn that over. Oh yeah. Now let's get some of these vegetables. We'll throw that right on top. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Then back at the construction table, we will put our liquid cheese on top of this. So let's go in for a chicken one. Do the same thing. Whoop, underneath it, flip right on. We lost a little bit. Too legit to quit. Throw a little bit of these greeneries and all the different colors on here. We're going to hit that with a little bit of that. Woo, that Nelly I got on my hand. All right, we're going to hit that with a little bit of that cheese as well. So we're going to throw the rest of these together and we're going to get over to the construction table. I'm going to tell you right now, man, this guy cannot wait to put a lip on these. So the last step is we're going to pour some of this cheese on these rascals. So let's go ahead and pour. Yeah, this is taking this to another level. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. All right. Hey, listen, there's a couple things with this sandwich I really like. One thing, this jacked up mayonnaise on this, it's got a little bit of horseradish sauce. It is wonderful. It's got a little bit of horseradish sauce. You can taste that. It's not overpowering, but it adds to this so much. This ribeye is cooked so well. It's cooked perfectly. One thing I did with the seasoning, which is a trick, use it. I salted this at the very end, okay? It didn't dry out, and I can taste a hint of salt. It's just great. You've got the double layer of cheese. You've got a little bit of crunch. Bite through with that bread. Crunch with the vegetables. I didn't cook them to where they're just mush, okay? This was very good. You got 2 layers of cheese on this. I'm telling you, this is good. You need to make this and invite some friends over. You know what? Even if you don't have any friends, you just invite people over and you make this, you're going to have more friends you know what to do with. Right, everybody, the only thing left to do is to try these. I have been waiting on these for so long. So I tell you what, we've got a guest test taster today. Sherry Miller, come on up in here. One of the reasons why I made chicken, she likes chicken. She's not a big beef fan. So go ahead and try the chicken one. There she comes. See if she can wrap that big mouth around that rascal. All right. Okay, it's good. On a scale of 1 to 5, is it 5 plus?
Plus.
Okay, good deal. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we like. So now it's time for this guy to dive in on one. So, tell you what, man, I'm going in on one. It's not going to make me look like a fool, too big of a fool. I'm going right here. So, we got a double cheese Philly cheesesteak. Take one. Oh yeah. This guy needs to do a little bit of housework. I throw the red challenge flag on that. I challenge anybody to make the Philly cheesesteak as good as this. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we did, because we did a lot of things. We toasted buns with mayonnaise on it, a little bit of garlic. We did our vegetables. We did tricolor peppers. We did some onions. We made a jacked up mayonnaise. We had ribeyes we sliced thin, seasoned up so nice. We also did the same thing with chicken. We cooked the vegetables first, almost all the way done. Then we put our meat on, cooked it up real good, chopped it fine as we go. We throw provolone cheese on top of that. Then we slide that big tool under there, flip it upside down on our bread, throw vegetables on top of that, hit it with a little bit of liquid cheese that we made earlier in the show. And that, my friend, is a double cheese Philly steak cheese. So let me tell you what, if you like what you saw today or in previous episodes, I would like to invite you to subscribe. Click to subscribe and then ding the bell. And what that's going to do, that's going to send a notification to your phone anytime we upload anything, whether it's a YouTube short or a YouTube video. It's going to go to your phone, so you'll automatically get it. I want to thank you so much for all that you do. Keep liking, clicking, and sharing. I appreciate everyone out there so much. Listen, I also invite you to go back and check out one of our earlier videos that we had done in season 1. One of my favorite ones is the triple bourbon bacon burger. Yes, I just messed up the word bourbon. Triple bourbon bacon burger. Say that 3 times in a row. So anyway, listen, we're on social media. Obviously, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm going to tell you, man, on TikTok, this guy's about to rock. Giddy up.